Hi guys, my name is Maria and I'm here to talk about America and about the world at large too, because nationalism and national borders are essentially really high functioning social constructs, but I'm sure we'll get to that somewhere down the line. Specifically, I wanted to start this channel in order to explore American immigration and politics and history and delve really deeply into why we are the way that we are, why things are the way that they are, and what we can learn and cleave from our history in order to move forward and to hopefully create a better world. And I think it's kind of safe to say that where we are right now is kind of a weird place to be. Maybe every generation before ours has said that, but from what I've seen, it's kind of across the board, just a weird time to be alive for so many reasons. I was born in 1995. I've seen articles that tell me I'm a millennial, and I've seen articles that tell me I'm one of the oldest of Gen Z. Tiffany Ferg made an amazing video about that. Being on the cusp is really incredible for a lot of reasons, but I think especially because I get to be right in the middle of two of the most informed and proactive generations that have arguably ever existed. And, that's obviously largely because we have virtually infinite sources of information right in the palms of our hands all the time. We have so much information that in order to really digest any of it, we don't just play the role of students of that information. We have to be curators as well. And we have so much information available to us that it's put us, and by us, I don't just mean our generations, millennials and Gen Z, I mean virtually everyone with access to a smartphone and the internet. We face the unspoken pressure of a giant world's worth of knowledge, having to sort through that and prioritize it and organize it in order for ourselves to consume is a fucking lot. That's why I think platforms like YouTube are so fucking cool, because you have experts, or at least people who are really passionate about certain topics, curating information, some more factually and objectively than others, of course, but you have all of these different passionate people talking about what they love. And my goal for this channel is to join that, to do some curating, do some sharing, talk about, the relatively narrow array of topics that I'm really passionate about and that I consider myself to know a little bit about, in order to drive conversation and elicit dialogue and hopefully, lead us all to learn together. For me, I think that'll take the form of some social commentary, maybe some educational and hopefully not boring, but no promises. I want to provide information that is going to inform our conversations, that's going to drive productive dialogue, and that's really going to help us continue to make positive change in the world. I want to present that information as objectively and ethically as possible, and I really want to encourage us to have constructive conversations. I have a bachelor's degree in political science. I'm an immigrant. I was born in Brazil. So the things I talk about are going to be partly anecdotal, I'm sure, but also based in my education, both at university and in my self-education. And, of course, I can't sit here and talk about relaying factual information without talking about implicit bias and bias at large. My own life experiences are closely tied to a lot of the stuff that I plan to talk about here, which is why I'm here to talk about it in the first place. I can't promise to eliminate my biases, but I can promise to try and be as aware of them as possible and as transparent as possible. And when I do talk about something that I have a bias about, maybe if I'm sharing an opinion, I'll always try and be clear about that, because I don't want to be misleading. I want this to be a forum for conversation where all of our life experiences and feelings about topics are super validated and respected, but where facts and ethically relayed information are at the forefront, if that makes sense. And full disclosure, I don't believe that I can really be ethical without advocating for justice, particularly justice for those who face injustice disproportionately. So that is where maybe a little bit of my bias will shine through, but I hope that we can have productive conversations about that. With that said, I, more than anything else, am all about the why. I don't think I'll get very far in the goals I have for this channel without always committing to asking why we believe the things we do, why our systems and beliefs and structures are the way that they are. And I really hope that more than anything else, if anyone's out there watching this, that you'll join me in constantly asking why. You know, as I sit here in a room by myself talking to a camera, it's kind of hard to imagine that there's anybody listening. I just feel like an idiot right now, but if there is even one person, thank you for being here. I hope that this is something you enjoy participating in and listening to and learning with. So logistics really quick. I plan on posting new videos every Tuesday, and in between that, I really want to hear suggestions about topics that you want to learn a little bit more about or want others to learn more about or just kind of want to explore deeper. My Instagram is @MariaEBarbera, so please feel free to DM me there. I really want suggestions to be a huge part of the topics we cover on this channel, and I need your help with that. So having a dialogue is what I want most out of this, because I think productive conversations lead to growth and developments that change lives and change structures. I don't think this channel can accomplish that, but I think that line of thinking is what does. So I hope that you'll be a part of it, and thank you if you plan on sticking around. I promise that we will actually get into some substantive topics next time. I have a lot of ideas for stuff to talk about that I'm really excited to get started on. Be sure to subscribe to join whatever this is. Turn on post notifications if you want to be able to get here early, and like or dislike, whichever is fine. And thank you. I'll see you next time. That was so weird. Oh my god, it's so hot.